The word phenomenology has been used by many philosophers. Heidegger certainly wasn't the first one. Even way back to Hegel, one of his major works is Phenomenology of the Spirit. No? And you mentioned Husserl. No? So the word phenomenal has been used by different thinkers in different ways. No? But I'm more familiar with Heidegger and phenomenology, as I said, because that's what I worked on for my doctorate. No? And I'm endlessly, I'm infinitely amazed by and awed by Heidegger's understanding of phenomenology as, and I'll try to say it the best I could in my memory, from my memory. You know, in Being and Time, he says the phenomenology is apophanestai ta phenomena. So he quotes, he uses Greek, no, and then the English translation: to let what shows itself be seen from itself, just as it shows itself from itself. And I'm as I've said, I'm endlessly um, awed by that understanding. If you read it, it's a very simple sentence. No? Phenomenology is to let what shows itself be seen from itself, just as it shows itself from itself. Now, if you think it's philosophy, it's phenomenology, and the stereotypical understanding of philosophy has to do with thinking. But that definition has not a single word about thinking. To do phenomenology is not primarily to think. It's not even primarily to see. The work of phenomenology is the work of liberation, the work of letting. The first word is let. It's a letting. It's not a seeing, but a letting be seen. So and this brings us to the very, very difficult philosophical question of human agency. No? Am I the one making it, or am I just participating in the self-showing of things, of beings, no? In their richness, no? In their breadth and depth, no? In their profundity or simplicity, whatever. No? Uh, So in other words, hindi ko pinapangunahan, no? I don't preempt whatever it is that is before me, no? Um, so I think, no, if you're a photographer, you know, and you're proceeding from that stance towards beings, no, you're not out there to capture, no, you're not out there to control them, no, to manipulate their representation, but you open yourself, you know, to the phenomenon before you, and what you do is to let it be seen, no? On its own terms, no? Not on your own terms. Kaya nga, the definition: to let what shows itself be seen from itself, just as it shows itself from itself, no? And it's not an easy thing to do, no? So in a way, a photographer proceeding from that stance is profoundly respectful, you know, of what it is before you, that in your act of photography or taking photographs, you know, you are letting be seen, you know? So you're not really the, whether in philosophy or photography, in arts or science, we are really merely responding to something bigger than us.